Welcome to a new video. In today's video, we are going to talk about the Telogen effect. But before we begin, I want to remind you that you can support the channel by subscribing and leaving your like. Let's get started. When undergoing a hair treatment, it is possible that we observe our hair continuing to fall over time, making us think that everything we have done has been in vain. However, this is known as the Telogen effect. The term Telogen comes from the English word shed, which refers to hair loss. This effect involves the shedding of fine hair on the scalp to make way for thicker hair in the growth phase. It is a transition that occurs due to the significant impact of undergoing a hair treatment. It is important not to confuse this effect with alopecia or any other hair loss problem, since it is a completely normal process and represents a transitional stage. Therefore, there is no need to worry if you notice your hair continuing to fall after undergoing a hair transplant or any other type of hair treatment. It simply means that the effect is taking place, which is entirely normal and natural, signifying a transition process. The Telogen effect indicates that the new hair that will grow will be of higher quality and strength than before. It is a normal situation that occurs in both men and women because the scalp adapts to the treatment. During this time, hair shedding may increase. The Telogen effect can occur with any type of treatment, including hair transplants or the use of medications such as minoxidil and finasteride. Before we continue, I want to remind you to support the channel by leaving your like. If you have photographs of your hair transplant or any hair-related process that is undergoing changes and you would like to share them, you can send them to the email address shown in the information section below or to hola@mycapel.com. Now let's explore how long the Telogen effect can last and when it usually occurs. Although it can occur with both hair transplants and medications, the reasons may differ. In the case of a hair transplant, this effect happens because the transplanted hairs are deprived of blood supply, causing them to enter the telogen phase, which is the final phase of the hair's life cycle when it falls out and ceases to function. On the other hand, with medications, the Telogen effect occurs due to a change in the hair growth cycle without any trauma or lack of blood circulation, as in the case of a hair transplant. The occurrence of the Telogen effect is not guaranteed as it depends on the individual. However, if it does occur, it usually happens around 3 weeks to 2 months after starting the treatment. However, the timing can vary depending on the medication being used. Medications like minoxidil or finasteride may cause the Telogen effect to appear after 3 months of use. The Telogen effect can last for at least 1 month, but it can also continue for up to 3 months. In some cases, hair shedding may persist for up to 8 months or a year after starting the medication. Nevertheless, it's important to note that the duration of the effect can also be influenced by the specific medication being used. As we have seen, the Telogen effect may never occur as it greatly depends on each individual. Therefore, our recommendation is that if you notice hair loss after a hair treatment, you should consult your doctor as soon as possible. It could be the Telogen effect, but it's also essential to ensure there are no issues with the treatment itself. If you are experiencing this effect, the only solution is to remain calm and be patient, since the effect will eventually disappear, leaving you with thicker hair in the growth phase. However, if you wish to completely eliminate the effect, you can choose to stop taking the medication, which would also mean discontinuing the treatment for hair loss you were undergoing. That concludes today's video. Don't forget that you can support the channel by leaving your like, subscribing and sharing the video on different social media platforms. You can also let us know in the comments section what topics or themes you would like to see in the future videos. Additionally, in the description box below, you will find important information including the email address hola@mycapel.com, through which you can contact us and send photos of your hair transplant or any issues related to the hair loss. You will also find a link to the official MyCapel blog, where you can find valuable information about the world of hair. Goodbye to all and see you in the next video. Take care.